Never seen readings like this. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data. Stay on course. What you're doing seems to be working. You're close. Painful. To make matters worse, the toxic data is no good.
Bruh. How the fuck am I supposed to... This shit made me go in the water. I gotta wait for it to respawn. Actually, I think it's back already.
Objective identified.
I lost altitude. What do you need to do, bro? Complete 4 deep cover right. Oh, that's the mimic, I think.
Enemy! Enemy!
Like...
You're exposed!
I didn't even finish Act 2 yet, bro. Try it again.
Getting strange readings. Stay the course on whatever you're doing. I'll monitor. If you can hear me, keep doing what you're doing.
Oh my god, I think I landed the bridge. See if I can stay higher. Look, I'm losing altitude, bro. Well,
It's rough.
how am I supposed to
The
do this?
toxic data is spotty at best. Maybe next time.
Oh, let me see. I have an idea. What the heck? Is there another one I can do? Oh, look.
Hostile here.
I'm hit!
Never seen readings like this.
I am
Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data. Stay on course. What you're doing seems to be working. Close.
Is it gone? I think I failed it. Yeah, I failed it. Oh, that's deep cover. Wait, where was that? I don't even know what that is. Oh, this is annoying, yo.
Getting strange readings. Stay the course on whatever you're doing. I'll monitor. If you can hear me, keep doing what you're doing. To make matters worse, the toxic data is no
Am I
good.
not supposed to touch anything? I'm trying to figure out how to do this, bro. Why is this shit so difficult? I did the first one pretty easy.
Hostile.
I think I might need Daredevil, bro. If I can fly like further. Try it again.
I've never seen readings like this. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data. Stay on course. What you're doing seems to be working. You're close.
Actually, I'm doing better this time. Oh god, I'm losing altitude again. I'm gonna fail it.
It's rough.
Oh my god.
The toxin data is spotty at best. Maybe next time.
I was doing better that time. I wonder... I don't know. Oh wait, there's a thing here.
There's a target in your AO. Current toxin levels could make finding it hard. I can't imagine what you think you saw, but kill confirmed.
I'm not fighting that. Alright, so that's one. I need to do 4 of those. I need to figure. I think you gotta get creative with that one. You can't just glide all the way. Maybe if I grab on the bridge. Try that, I guess.
Getting strange greetings. Stay the course on whatever you're doing. I'm monitoring. If you can hear me, keep doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah, here, I'm losing it. No, I was too far. Fuck, bro.
To make matters worse, the toxic data is no good.
This one is tricky. I'm not stopping until I finish it, though. Oh, what is that? Oh, is that the Wraith? Oh shit, I might actually do that.
Never seen readings
I
like
can't fucking
this.
get this shit, bro.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the
What?
data.
Are my teammates doing it?
Stay
I don't
on
know.
course. What you're doing seems to be working. You're close.
Can I take a shortcut here? I think I can. I don't gotta follow it that way. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna grapple off this. And I didn't.
You're rough.
Oh my
The toxic
God.
data is spotty at best. Maybe next time.
Would that even work? Could I even make it that far? I think I could. I don't know. I actually don't know. Oh my god, this shit is tricky as fuck, bro. I should look it up how to do it. This shit is confusing. Shit. What's this up at? That's not it. Oh, here it is. Oh,
Maybe it's just me.
yeah, it's just you.
Getting strange readings. Stay the course on whatever you're doing. I'm monitoring. If you can hear me, keep doing what you're doing. That's painful.
What?
To make matters worse, the toxic data is no good.
Is it because I closed my shit? That's me have to keep it open. Maybe I was too far. I don't know. Oh, bad. Dang. My bad.
You're exposed.
I hate this ability. I want to take it off.
Road you passed. Great shot.
Shit.
Never seen readings like this. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data. Stay on course. What you're doing seems to be working. You're close.
I feel like I'm so slow. What the
The
hell?
toxin data is spotty at best. Maybe next time.
I'm just getting worse at it. That guy's 3rd prestige, bro. Oh my god.
Getting strange readings. Stay the course on whatever you're doing. I'm monitoring. If you can hear me, keep doing what you're doing.
So can I not touch the building? I need more velocity. Oh, I failed it.
To make matters worse, the
Right, so you
toxic
can
data is
grapple
no
off of
good.
stuff.
Objective sighted.
I'm like getting worse at this. I don't know why this is so difficult. Let's try it again.
Never seen readings like this. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data.
I need to make it to the
Course.
bridge, I
What you're
feel
doing
like.
seems to be working. Close.
At least. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm already losing fucking velocity.
Moving in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it.
Right.
God,
The
bro.
toxin data is spotty at best. Maybe next time.
I did really good that one time, dog. I flew over the bridge and everything. I just couldn't make it to the island. I think that's where it's going. I'm about to look this shit up. What part of the map am I at? Hightown? Toxin chasing Hightown. I'm about to look this shit up, bro. This is crazy.
Flanking!
Open fire.
Getting strange
I just did one of these, but it
Of
wasn't
course,
as
whatever you're
difficult
doing,
as
I'll
this.
monitor. If you can hear me, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm already gonna fuck this up. I already know I am. Yeah, I fucked it up. Yeah, I don't
Make
get
matters
this
worse,
at
the
all.
toxic data is no good.
I'm picking up something weird. Toxin levels high. This could get crazy.
Don't get it. Oh, I'm an idiot. You have to literally catch. Okay. That's why I'm not fucking completing it. I see. Okay, I thought you were just following them. Okay.
Never seen readings like this.
Got it.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data. Stay on course. What you're doing seems to be working.
I can't catch
Close.
up though. Let me see. I just fucking failed it.
That looked rough. The toxin data is spotty at best. Maybe next time.
Okay. I have a better understanding now. When they said catch the butterflies, I thought that you meant just like following them. I didn't know you actually had to catch them. I didn't know it was literal. Are you using melee to angle that?
Ping the
What the
fresh
fuck?
guild
I never
supply
knew
drop.
that.
Secure the goods before they do.
Hostile here!
Shit.
Getting strange readings. Stay the course on whatever you're doing. I'll monitor. If you can hear
That
me,
shit
keep
actually
doing
work.
what you're doing.
Oh my god,
That
it's
was
just the
painful.
bridge, bro.
Make matters worse, the toxic data is no good.
Nobody's even doing the damn wraith shit. What the fuck? That's quick. Oh my god, it's just pissing me off, bro. I didn't see how to do it. I just looked at the little tips thing. Try again, bro. It's like my 20th time. You literally just have to catch it. I get close, but I keep hitting the bridge.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data. Stay on course. What you're doing seems to be working.
Catch it right about here, and then I fucking hit the bridge. Let me see if I can dodge it. There we go. Right there. Right there. I can't catch it. What the fuck?
It's rough. The toxic data is spotty at best. Maybe next time.
Something strange in your
I think I
area.
gotta-
Toxin levels could make finding it interesting.
I think I gotta go under that second bridge too. I think this would be so much easier if I had Daredevil skills right.
Designating codes for LVDR.
This shit, it's so hard to fucking fly, bro. Flying sucks without it. That guy's already Prestige 3, man.
Getting strange readings. Stay the course on whatever you're doing. I'm out of here. If you can hear me, keep doing what you're doing.
Butterfly, bro. Come on, I'm right there. I'm right there. I'm right there. Get it, get it, get it, get it. No, I was right there. I was right there, bro.
That was painful. To make matters worse, the toxic data is no good.
Is this even possible? Oh my god.
Okay. Right here.
Never seen readings like this. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data. Stay on course. What you're doing seems to be working. You're close.
I'm right there. Got it. Damn.
Got clear data on the toxin's effects. Nice work.
I'm picking up something weird. Toxin levels high. This could be crazy.
There's something to look over.
There's a deep cover here. Oh my god. Is that on the roof?
Target moved up.
Under fire.
It didn't even spawn this time. Cool. That was a pain in the ass. Alright, there's like a mimic here or something. I don't know where. She could be anywhere. Is it in here? Oh
There,
shit.
that's your target. It's down. Wonder what you saw out there.
Ooh.
Enemy grenade.
Alright. I need another one. Are these even marked on the map?
Incoming shots.
I don't see any. I know there's one down here. Down this way.
Move
Let's
to
go over there.
location.
I need to put crash card on too. I forgot to put that shit back on. I don't even know why I have this on. I must have been doing a challenge.
There's a command center nearby leaking toxin. Find the source and shut it down.
What time is it? I got like a couple hours before I gotta get ready for work.
Get out of there.
Usually one
Regroup.
here.
We can take the checkpoint later.
It's not here.
Connect your C-Link so I can overheat the station.
Oh wait, yeah, it is here, it is here.
One of these things is not like the other.
I'm picking up something strange. Toxin level is high, so it could get crazy.
Look at that.
That's your target. Getting past the crazy.
I'm gonna do
Under fire.
I need one more. I might have
Eyes
shit
up.
X-Fuel.
Real VTOLs in the AO. Usually transport something important. Drop it high.
VTOL has sustained structural damage. Target
VTOL down. Good work. One less enemy in the sky.
I might have shit X-Fuel. I want crash cart.
We just received word Dr. Faulkner escaped this morning. Dorn led the attack.
Any leads?
No sign of Dorn. Faulkner was sitting on the knives and cradled into Avalon.
Fuel went scorched earth. If they can't have Avalon, Faulkner will make sure nobody can.
Contaminants are spreading like wildfire. Find Faulkner. Shut it down.
What was that?
Taking fire! In cover! Open fire! Surrounded pound, let's go! They're hiding, not for long.
I could just fly around so I find it. I want to get this shit done, bro. Isn't there one on the boat somewhere? I don't remember. I don't think that butterfly shit respawns. It's still not there.
Pinged a fresh supply drop nearby. Secure the goods before the guild can.
There's gotta be another one around here.
You approach the guild command center. Clear it and kill the commander.
There's another one there.
Eyes up. A guild VTOL's in the area.
That was the first
Probably
one I did.
carrying all sorts of crazy shit.
target.
You're nearing the quarantine command center. Stop the toxin from getting out.
Hostile sighted.
Incoming shots!
Cypher's so annoying, bro. I'm not.
I've marked guild charging stations near you. Cut their power and piss them off.
Is this shit on the map? I haven't seen it, bro. I haven't seen this shit at all. Is there one over here?
Under fire!
Mason requesting LDBR fire mission.
There's a guild command center nearby. Clear it out and kill the commander. The target's too hard. Regroup, come back stronger.
I hate this fucking ability, bro. I'm never picking this shit
You're
again.
approaching a guild command center. Clear it out and kill the commander.
Secure the guild cargo before the vehicle blows.
Under fire!
Head down.
Cargo's out.
Frag,
Good,
get
man.
down!
Guild's having car trouble. Let's help them lighten their load before it blows. There's a guild checkpoint nearby. Clear it out and loosen the guild's foothold.
Golf course. Is it here?
Got eyes on a guild officer.
Up here.
Let's give his number 2 a battlefield promotion.
That might open me up. Oh no, them. It's a golf course.
I'll drive.
Look, we getting close. This is a golf course right here. Yeah. It's in the golf course.
Get to exfil now. Your toxin levels are too high.
It'll be alright.
There's a quarantined command center nearby.
Somewhere
Stop the
over
toxin
here.
from getting out.
Where exactly? I have no idea. Said it's on the golf course though. There's an extra here, so I'll probably just take that. Is it inside the building? I kind of remember there
Something's
being one
strange in your
here.
area. Toxin levels could make finding it interesting.
Oh wait, she just mentioned something. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Does something look off to you?
Where though? Oh well. Where is it? Here. This? Oh yeah. That's done.
Kill confirmed. Bet that looked strange.
Alright. Black hat? I need a black hat. Nice, well.
Exfil's on the way. Hang tight and keep the LZ clear. VTOL needs a clear LZ to touch down.
That hit me? I'm about to put a bigger mag on this thing if I can.
Watch it! VTOL can't land at the LZ. Zone's clear. VTOL touching down.
Oh, should probably just leave it.
See you back at base.
Alright, that should be that.
Look, I never planned on owning a $1,000 handheld. I already had a Steam Deck, and honestly, that felt like enough. But after recently trading my AYN Thor for a ROG Xbox Ally X, and now since I've been living with it for a while, I finally understand why this thing even exists. It's still expensive, and it's definitely not perfect. And coming from SteamOS, there are definitely parts of this device that feel like a straight up downgrade. But once you actually get into the kind of games this thing is meant for, and I started understanding what's really packed into it, yeah, this thing started making a whole lot more sense to me. So in this video, I'll do a quick recap of why I even made the trade, what the actual experience has been like, what still annoys me, and why I finally understand who this device is.
Did I get rid of my grapple hook?
So let's get into it.
Oh my god.
So first, why did I even make the trade? Look, the AYN Thor, it was great, but after I got it set up the way I wanted, played my 3DS games, and had a great time, due to the comfort, I was still grabbing my Steam Deck any free chance I had to game. So ultimately, the Thor was just sitting there. And once a device just sits there, that tells me everything I need to know about it. But the bigger thing was, I already had a Steam Deck, and there was basically no version of reality where I was gonna drop $1,000 on another handheld PC, just to see what that tier of device was like. But the opportunity to trade into a Z2E device, that was just different. That made sense in a way an outright purchase never would have for me. So really, this trade just let me experience a class of handheld that I didn't think I'd ever.
Alright, yeah, I have no attachments on it. What the fuck?
This setup was not fun. It took a couple hours going through
Image
updates,
range.
installs, app updates, logins, all
But it
that
shouldn't.
nonsense that if I didn't recently get a Legion Pro 5 laptop to edit these videos, I would have been even more lost during this process. That and of course YouTube. There's some great guides out there on how to get your device set up out of the box to make sure that it's updated fully before you start playing any games. But that's the first thing that just stands out coming from a SteamOS device. With the Ally X, you really feel like you're setting up a Windows device first and a handheld device second. SteamOS just feels much more human and more immediate. Now typically these things come with a Game Pass trial, but since I got mine used, I didn't have that. But because I bought that laptop I mentioned, I've been sitting on a 3-month trial anyway, so this seemed like the perfect time to redeem it. And another thing that took some getting used to was the hardware itself, matched with the Xbox mode for full screen experience. It's fine, it works, but it's not great. You've got an Xbox button, an armor play button, a library button, all moving way too close to each other. So button misses, they happen early for me and often. And when I compare it to just how snappy SteamOS was with the Steam Deck, that's all I have to compare it to, so I couldn't help but notice how much better this experience could be. It's not a deal breaker. It definitely is still clunky, but I'm sure that in the future it definitely will support. Now as far as the hardware goes, this thing really surprised me. It's chunky, but it still feels really good in the hand. And honestly, once I got it in person, I was surprised by how much different the design was than what it was in my head. In my head, even after seeing it online multiple times, I expected it to feel much more like holding an Xbox controller, but it really doesn't. It's comfortable, but it absolutely has its own thing. And I really wish they would have been harder to the Xbox design, like the face buttons, the triggers, or even
Oh, I finished this. Cool.
much better. That said, the thumbs naturally are the need to. The sticks feel great, the face buttons feel good, although they are not.
I did all of them.
So if you plan to use it next to your wife and you're sitting with another like really playing Crackdown, which relies heavily on the face buttons and you will get side eye. So when you can sit and you look into it, these face buttons are so loud. And one thing I've noticed that I love the question isn't always what can this thing run, it's what do I have to play with. And Xbox Live actually has a really specific thing. Something about the fact that the way your hands with it, don't rest on the thumb stick, and if you play something fast, something that pushes the device a little. It almost feels like a sports car, like it just wants you to push it, it wants to go. Compared to grabbing the Steam Deck that kind of like melts in your hand and it makes you want to lean your chair back and relax a little. The deck feels more like settling in, the Xbox Ally X feels like locking in. There's just something about it that makes the device feel competitive. And that's exactly why one of my first real tests on it was Call of Duty. Before I even get into Call of Duty, we need to talk about Game Pass, because Game Pass on a handheld really feels like a cheat code. It had been a couple years since I last subscribed, when I was mostly playing
Should I go in
console.
solo?
I really didn't explore
I guess I could always just
the
leave.
games that me and my friends were already playing. but on handheld, it feels
Can't leave the squad.
completely different. So many games I had wishlisted on Steam, suddenly I was able to just play. I mentioned in my last video that after one run of Ball X Pit, I went straight to Steam and just purchased it immediately. So that's what this thing has been doing for me, making me spend even more money. It's become this ridiculous way to try new games, old games, weird games, bigger games, all on a handheld. And that alone just caused this device to stand out after only owning a Steam Deck. But Call of Duty was the first true test for me. Because look, Call of Duty is just one of those games that basically defined a generation of gaming for me. I've played that game as long as I can remember. Ready to download. Bad reviews and all, I didn't care. I'm hopping into Team Deathmatch and I'm clapping whoever's in my way. But that was the real test. How would this run? Would I actually feel competitive? Would the screen be too small? And honestly, I've been blown away. I'm no sweaty competitive gamer, but Call of Duty, that's basically like a comfort game for me. And it's been a while since I've even played it. The fact that I was consistently at the top of the leaderboards while on
Everybody's hitting 1,000, bro. I need to lock in, dog.
when I tell you I never felt like I was at a disadvantage, even while unplugged from the wall, I mean it. Every time I boot up Call of Duty on this thing, I'm impressed. And Call of Duty is something that I wasn't missing on the deck, but is an awesome benefit on this Xbox Ally X. And once I realized I could trust it with games like Call of Duty, I started looking at more demanding games much differently. The Steam Deck really conditioned me to play my games at the lowest possible settings while keeping a smooth and silent experience. And for a long time, that was normal to me. Fun to me, actually. I played most of Expedition 33 on my Steam Deck. With those terrible hair textures, I didn't care. As long as I was hitting my parries, look, I'm playing through that game.
Dempsey still looks so weird, that outfit, bro. It's just a face. It doesn't look like him. Oh man, why am I here? Somebody must be a low level. That's Prestige 3 as well. Is that the same guy? I don't even know. How was that guy level 0? Is that where they start you at? I don't even remember. I don't know, I'm going to tier 3 though. Or tier 4, I mean. Link glitch. I guess I got on my team. I'll do it. I don't have the operator I want to use, but whatever. Dude, where are my teammates going? Where the fuck is he? Oh, I was about to fly over that shit. Alright, I have my black hat.
Approaching field command.
Shit, he's doing it now?
Kill the commander.
Hold on, dude.
Doorman, incoming shots!
Jack it, damn.
Don't, I haven't heard worse.
Come on, man. Wait, what happened? Oh, they went in? Oh, wait. I wasn't ready. Oh, they left their... God. Wait, am I going in? I think I'm going in. I don't know what just happened. Oh, I guess not. What the fuck? Who's the dog? Oh, okay, yeah.
We're looking for adults ready to be in our age.
About to.
In a relationship. If you're sexually active and unvaccinated, it could still be you.
I did not think he was gonna go in that quick.
I've had these moments where I just sit back and do this thing.
This thing takes forever to charge though. Oh man.
And I wish more people could experience that feeling.
Did you just break it?
Under fire!
It feels like unless you actually
Takes forever to charge. I'm bad. I didn't know he was gonna start it right away.
Incoming shots!
and it actually basically the AI.
Oh shit.
Get down!
Now I know AI is just one of those things.
Oh my god, bro.
But in a device like this, I make just look at it as future facing. Things like storage, frame generation, whatever else.
Need a medic!
Accessing door locks.
Starts to
You're in.
Then there's the display, which is it's a 70 matters much more than people realize. So basically, if your frame rate is a little uneven, VRR helps smooth that out so it feels better than the raw numbers just might suggest. So if your game's frame rate isn't perfectly locked, it can still feel cleaner than you'd expect. Secondly, the battery actually supports the power. This thing has an 80 watt-hour battery. It's massive. And that matters a lot because premium performance means a lot less if you're actually just chained to a wall. And one of the reasons this device has impressed me is that I'm really never tethered to the wall. That 80 watt-hour pack just ends up being a premium design of this system. And third, the dock side of this device was a much better experience than I thought it would be. It's got more modern connectivity, including USB 4, Thunderbolt 4 class support, and USB port outright. So once you plug it into a monitor or a TV, it stops feeling like an expensive handheld and starts feeling.
I'm trying to get the
much
damn
more like a
dog, bro.
compact gaming PC.
Oh my god, I just
Also,
wasted it on the.
happens
Oh
to be a
my
handheld.
god, I'm gonna
And the
lose
dock
it.
story goes even further if you're someone who's willing to mess around with an external GPU. Unfortunately, I don't have one, so I haven't been able to mess around with that yet. But knowing that's possible just raises the ceiling of this device to a whole new level and really changes it from a handheld PC to a true in-game device. And then there's the emulation yet, but knowing that's possible. And the dock story goes even further if you're someone who's willing to mess around with an external GPU. Unfortunately, I don't have one, so I haven't been able to mess around with that yet.
Oh
Knowing
my
that's
god,
possible
why am I
just
dying
raises
so
the ceiling of this
fast?
device to a whole new level and really changes it from a handheld PC to a true in-game device. And then there's the emulation. I used to think that the Steam Deck was the best emulation handheld out there, flat out. But if we're talking about raw capability, battery, and the ability to push more demanding systems like emulate, that just happens to be a hand. So this device was a much better experience than I thought it would be. It's got more modern connectivity, including USB 4, Thunderbolt 4 class support, and USB port outright. So once you plug it into a monitor,
I just
or a
lost
TV,
it? Bro, this
stops
thing
feeling like an
sucks, bro.
expensive handheld and starts feeling much more like a compact
What
gaming
the
PC
fuck?
that also just happens to be a handheld. And the dock story goes even further if you're someone who's willing to mess around with an external GPU. Unfortunately, I don't have one, so I haven't been able to mess around with that yet.
But you know
knowing
where I'm
that's
at.
possible just raises the ceiling of this device to a whole new level and really changes it from a handheld PC to a true in-game device. And then there's the emulation. I used to think that the Steam Deck was the best emulation handheld out there, flat out. But if we're talking about raw capability, battery, and the ability to push more demanding systems like the PS3 and Xbox 360, yeah, this thing definitely makes a stronger case than I expected. So once you stop looking at it as just another gaming handheld and start looking at everything it actually can be, the price starts feeling a lot more understandable. Now with all that said, there are definitely some things that I don't love about this thing. First, I miss my trackpads. Look, I'm a part of the camp that thinks the trackpads on the Steam Deck are amazing, and it wasn't until I started using this that it just totally validated my opinion. There's actually a beta right now where you can use the trackpad as your mouse. I have not messed around with that yet. I've heard it's not great, so I'm just not even gonna do it. So for the meantime, I'm just gonna keep greasing up the screen with my greasy fingers. Xbox mode still isn't great. I mean, it does what it needs to do. It gets me where I need to get, but when I compare it to SteamOS, I just know that it could be better. Windows 11 is still very annoying. That setup process, random updates, and downloads people complain about, yeah, that is very real. And finally, the screen. 7 inches is small, especially when you compare it to other handhelds out there. But weirdly enough, it does not bother me. When I'm actually locked in, I'm playing the game like this, holding it closer to my face. I'm not laid back with it sitting low in my lap. It's usually not until I grab my Steam Deck or Switch in another session that I remember just how much bigger those screens feel. So yeah, it has flaws, real ones, but just not deal breakers. So no, I don't think this is a handheld for everybody. And honestly, if I hadn't made this trade, I probably still wouldn't have spent $1,000 to find out myself. But now that I've actually lived with it, I really understand why this thing exists. It's not the easiest to recommend, it's not the cheapest to recommend, but if you want premium handheld power, Game Pass on the go, better support for demanding games, stronger dock potential, and a device that just feels like it was ready to be pushed, this thing nails it. And honestly, a big part of why this thing makes more sense now is the market itself. The Xbox Ally X is still sitting at $999, which is what it released at. That's still expensive, I'm not pretending it isn't, but when you look at where other premium handhelds are heading, or already at, like Lenovo's handhelds right now that are just off the wall, it starts to feel less like some absurd outlier and more like a premium option that really makes sense for what it's offering. It's still expensive, it's still flawed, but now I get it. So let me know down in the comments, do you have an Xbox Ally X? Have you been viewing it from afar like I was? I'd love to hear what you think about it. Also, I just finished Pragmata and it was a great game. I highly recommend it. I mentioned in my last video that I was about to
Did I
start
not just do that?
for hire, but I ended up playing
GRR.
Pragmata instead. I'm
Oh,
glad I did,
R6?
'cause
What
I
the
just
fuck is
ran right
that?
through it, and it was awesome. I'm actually going back and 100%
What the hell's an
map
R6?
right now, which is something that
Oh.
I really don't do. So that should tell you a lot of.
The fuck is a GR6, bro? Oh my god, this game's pissing me off, bro. Yo7, what the? I don't know what the fuck that is. GR6 are solid black bipedal robots. Where the fuck are those at? Oh, right here. Okay. And I'm dead. I think I just lost it. Yep, I don't even have it anymore. Oh boy. I found him at least. These challenges are annoying, yo. I can't even imagine the next set of challenges. I'm gonna go back.
The guild isn't gonna let this go.
Okay, there's one there. I need two of them though. I think there's two there.
Under fire!
Destroy.
Central disruption!
Like, how am I supposed to destroy two of them? This game doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay. I thought I had to be with one. I could do that. Okay, we got plates. I missed my damn grapple. That guy's gonna go down.
Under fire!
Where is he? Oh, he's far. Wait, I think he's far. Where is he? I don't even see him on my map. Oh, he died. He bled out. God, please let me finish this. Where was I? Is that one? That's one. Come over here. Come on. How did I just die, bro?
Missed me, right?
What the fuck? I'm doing it now. My god. Dude, why am I dying so fast? What the hell? Alright, that's done. I'm gonna exfil though, because I don't have my grapple. I need that shit. Oh lord.
Drones, bring them down.
Where's the exfil? Alright.
Objective
Did he call it already? Oh shit. Yeah, he did. Damn. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Probably not going to.
Transmission interruption.
Take the cargo. It's worth more than you'll ever be.
Oh,
See, that's my face.
left already.
We'll settle up in due time.
Transmission restored.
Yeah, I gotta have my grapple hook, bro. Ain't no way. Just gotta wait for it to come back. Which one am I on? Step 6?
Is a downed UAV near you? Could have
Oh, I
intel
could have done
from
that
what
now. Damn, I want to get out of here.
They're
I'm
all
not
on
gonna lie.
Avalon. Brought in the heavy. Take him
2
out.
mystery cargo. Those are pretty easy. Whatever the fuck it is. Wasn't our teammate just doing one of those? I don't know. This thing takes forever to come back. Jesus. There was no world event either? I don't think there was. This guy died again. Oh, there it goes. I mean, I'm not gonna do it though. I don't have my grapple. That's just gonna be miserable. I should be focusing on ranking this up though. I want the camo for it. Cherry Fizz looks so good. Wait, it's... Oh, they already started it. Oh, fuck. I can't make it. I'm so far. If I had a vehicle, maybe. This thing hasn't even... Oh, here it is. Okay, I need my grapple, bro. Fuck this shit.
Objective identified.
Exfil request received. VTOL's on the way.
That shit takes forever. Imagine Modern Warfare Zombies was like that.
VTOL needs a clear LZ for exfil. VTOL touching down. Move it or lose it. VTOL bringing you home.
I got 5 tokens. I keep getting dev errors, bro. Alright, let's see. I'm almost done. Eliminate a nightmare zone, amalgam. Nightmare zone. Just Faulkner. I gotta. Oh my god, I have to do that. What the hell? Let me put my damn grapple bag on. Don't I get a surgeon? I think I get it with this surgeon. The where I can pick myself up with the pistol. I need that shit. I think I'm gonna go in solo. I need a self-revive though too. Should be alright. Why doesn't Asus ever have the fucking prices of your game products on the website, bro? Oh, here it is. It's at the top.
This summer, Florida residents
What's
can
the
buy a day and get a second day free on a one-day park-to-park promo ticket to Universal Studios Florida and Universal Islands of Adventure. Restrictions apply. Get details at
What GPU? Oh, is this a 5090? Oh, 1300. I think they have cheaper ones though. Yeah, but was this the same price? What the fuck? I don't know if I'm gonna buy one of these. This one has a 4090. I think this guy's going for it. God damn it, bro. No way. Is he? Yeah, he's going for it. Fuck, bro.
The guild has charging stations nearby. They'd hate it if they went off. Connect your C-Link and I'll be able to overheat the chargers.
Let me see if I can get a self-revive out of this.
Dealing with some crazy shit. There's a target in your AO. Current
Is it up here?
toxin levels could make finding it hard.
Oh, it was. Oh yeah, it is. What's going on, man? Oh.
I can't imagine what you think you saw, but kill confirmed.
Oh, it's over here. Dude, you got green loot from that? What the fuck? This guy's doing. Oh, he's doing what I do, bro.
You're near a crashed guild drone. Work
You're a
check your
bitch,
intel.
bro. God damn. He's gonna keep doing it. He's doing exactly what the. Oh my god, bro. Oh, this is annoying. I don't want to fuck him up. I don't want to be that guy. Should I just... Here, I'm gonna fucking... Just fucking let me join you, bro, please. Might as well. He's not gonna do it. Fuck, bro. Retake them. Wait. This is
Got a checkpoint nearby. Eliminate all enemies and weaken the guild's foothold.
retake down. Oh, it's this. I feel like I'm gonna die. Should I do it? Do mystery cargo. This guy's. Oh, I'm so annoyed, bro. Fuck, I don't want the exfil and shit, dog. Is there another place I can go? There's one over here.
Objective identified.
That's so fucking.
There's a command center nearby that can toxin everywhere. Shut it down.
Safe real quick. I think Dempsey was a higher level, but I think I died. And it like knocked it back. I can do zone. Oh, it has to be zone 4? Damn. Oh boy.
Clear the guild cargo before it goes up in smoke. Good work. Now put that cargo to use. Guild's having car trouble. Let's help them lighten their load before it blows. I'm tracking an aerial drone nearby. Take it down before it alerts the guild. I've marked guild charging stations near you. Cut
This shit
them.
is.
Give me access through your C-Link and I'll overheat the station.
Why is this shit so much money? Oh, is this a good shit? It is.
Hook in. Stand by.
Oh god, this is a mistake. This is a big mistake.
First one's down. Link up. Stand by.
Oh.
We just caused a total blackout for all guild tech in the AO. That'll show them.
tank up here. The surgeon. Let me see if I can get the off the floor
There's a
thing.
guild command center nearby. Clear it out and kill the commander.
You're nearing the quarantine command center. Stop the toxin from getting out.
Incoming shots!
Attacking an unusual.
Getting the Wraith one a lot. There we go. Oh.
Under fire!
Cool, and I have another way to get myself revived. Did I do that Wraith Wing thing? I don't know if I should do it. Is anybody else gonna do it? Alright, so... I'm about to die. What is it? Five caches. I don't even know them shit. Oh, you know what? I can do this. How much time do I have? 26 minutes. I want that XP. I'm gonna go here. Is this open door? Nope, not even open. Sorry.
You're near a guild checkpoint. Clear it and use the guild control on the area.
The GPU, eGPU is $3,700, bro. For the
Accessing
5090.
You're in.
It might just be cheaper for me to like buy the box and put my 5090 in there. Or 5080, I mean.
HPT down. One of his clear.
Need one more supply cache. Should do it. Nice.
Under fire!
Is that guy still over there? Yeah, of course he is. Is there a mystery cargo here? I don't see one. I gotta be in zone 4, I think it said, yeah. Where the hell is mystery cargo?
No survivors.
I don't even see that shit, bro. Is that a contract? It might be a contract. That's probably why I don't see it. Or not. I have no idea. I don't know. Oh, I gotta kill these guys with melee. Forgot.
I'm hit.
Robots. A few of them here. Whoa, what the?
Let me bleed out.
I have a supplement? Oh, I don't remember getting one. When the hell did I get one of those?
Downside here.
Not 4. These are not robots. What time is it? 30. I don't even know what I'm gonna get for lunch.
I'm hit.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah, I need that too, bro. I think the best combo of skill tracks is the one on one of my operators, Anderson. I think I have Surgeon, Gunner, and Berserker. Or no, it's not Berserker. It's a different one, I think. It might. I don't know. I have to look. And if I can get a 4th one, bro. Ooh.
Under fire.
Let's see what other GPUs they got. Wraith? Oh, he wants to do it? What the fuck is it? Oh, down there. I mean, I'll help him out, I guess. I want to prestige some people.
Marking unknown threat.
I have my launcher too. So. That's all I see is the fucking 5090 one.
That drone took off. Good bet it transmitted your location, so be careful.
I don't even know what I just clicked on, bro. What's this one? Why is this so much cheaper on the actual website, though?
There's a command center nearby leaking toxin everywhere. Shut it down.
Oh, it's a 5070. Okay. I thought this was the 5090 one.
I'm picking up something weird. Toxin levels high. This could get crazy.
Alright, I need to get over here. I don't think I'm actually gonna buy one, but I was just looking for my handheld. It's a lot of fucking money. I might as well just go build my damn PC, bro. Even with the RAM prices. It's cool you can do that, though.
Got a fix on the guild's mystery signal. Marking location. I've traced comms to a guild officer in the AO.
Huh?
Let's end
Oh.
his career.
It did it already?
Got a checkpoint nearby.
Oh, yes, they did.
Eliminate all enemies and weaken the guild's foothold.
There's a guild shipping container nearby. Get to it before they do.
I love the idea of having one PC.
There's a shipping container in the AO.
Like this XG Mobile and improving the graphics performance when I want to play it in a desktop environment. Now don't get me wrong, there are a lot of compromises and barriers to using an eGPU setup like this, especially compared to just traditional desktop gaming, but there are some bright and shining points, and I think that this XG Mobile pushes the envelope a little bit further ahead. So in this video, we're going to go through the works, test out every little thing with this device, and talk about why it may or may not be a great solution in the future. Without any further delay, let's go ahead and dive in. Now, before we even jump into reviewing this thing, let me talk about just what I consider to be the ideal PC gaming scenario, coming from a guy who only really started PC gaming back in 2020, and also someone who's very mobile focused. After all, I've got a YouTube channel dedicated to handhelds for the most part. In addition,
wow, this is so much easier now.
While that is standard for a lot of PC gamers, it's not necessarily
I don't care what I get. Echo Shield.
And just works. Along those same lines, the majority of my time with PC games is with handheld PCs. So there's something there that needs to be married together for me in my mind. I want to be able to and I also want to do the whole couch experience of playing on a desktop with PC.
Is this motherfucker still over there? I think he's gone now. Wait, no, he's going back.
So there are three parts to the whole
I think that's him.
Rust for Metro Game Core. The first is that, yeah, I'm a console gamer first. I like that plug-and-play experience. The second is that I play on handheld PCs for the most part. And then the third is that I don't really like the idea of a big tower PC. And that is really just a regional thing because I live in Hawaii. I live in a house that doesn't have air conditioning. And so it gets really hot there. And I don't want a big old box either on my desk or by my feet that is blowing hot air around in the room. It's just a nightmare scenario. I've tried it. It's terrible. And so that's another factor for me too, is that I like small form factor stuff, things that don't require as much power like a mini PC, or the idea of an external GPU solution like we're going to be looking at here today, which allows me to use my handheld PC as my primary computer, and then I can use an external GPU to really beef it up if I want to. And I'm the kind of guy that walks the walk, and I've done this before. I had the old ROG Ally, which had the old XG Mobile, which was a proprietary cable that did this exact thing, where I could play the game in handheld mode, then I could plug it in and play the games in 4K. And that was an awesome experience, but it had its own downsides. It was expensive. It was a proprietary plug, so you can only really use it on the ROG Ally and one of their other laptops, I think. And that's it. So that lasted me for about a year, and that was a pretty good experience. But as that technology aged and, you know, we got better and better handhelds, it became a little bit harder to keep up with that. For example, the Ally X, which came out after the original Ally, it didn't have that proprietary plug, so I lost my XG Mobile support. And so to quickly summarize my dream scenario, it's to take a handheld PC, use this thing as my only PC, where I can play games on it when in handheld mode, but then I can plug it into an eGPU and have that desktop experience if I need to get some work done, or if I want to play games in a higher resolution with higher frame rates and better graphics. That's what I'm looking for in general by marrying these two together. And I think in 2026, it's more important than ever. With RAM prices and storage prices getting so high, I don't like the idea of having to buy two different computers and having two different sets of RAM and two different settings as well, and then also having to deal with Windows updates and everything else twice over. I like the idea of just doing that on one computer and being done with it. So with all that out of the way, that's exactly what I've been doing over the past month. Asus sent me over two of these XG Mobiles, both specs, 5070 Ti and the 5090 versions, and I tested them out as my primary computer.
Okay, so there's only two versions. Okay. I did not know. I'm learning.
Something strange in your area. Toxin levels can make finding it interesting.
Is this guy still here, bro?
I'm hit.
Alright,
One of
I need
these
to do
things
one
is
more.
not light me up.
Mystery cargo. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Picking up something weird. Toxin
Looks like he
levels
left.
high. This could get crazy.
He definitely picked that shit up, though. You know what? I think he's making his way over here. Yeah, he's still doing it. Whatever, bro. You got it. I'll just let him do him. Yeah, he's still doing it. Who is that?
Something strange in your area. Toxin levels can make finding it interesting.
There's no name. Oh, yeah. Alright, mystery.
I'm picking up something weird. Toxin levels high. This could get crazy.
I don't even know where the fuck that shit is, bro. I don't see it. Mystery cargo. That's in zone 3 though.
Incoming
That's a blue
shot.
contract. So how the fuck am I supposed to do that? Oh, here's one.
Move to location.
Xbox Ally X, and then connect these into eGPU anytime I need to do any work on Windows. Now, primarily I use Mac for my video production, so all my video editing and whatnot is already done on the MacBook, but everything else that I do, all of my testing, and just using it for PC gaming, that's happening on Windows. And so this is all I used all month long. So what we're going to do for the rest of the video is talk about this experience and all the things that I've learned along the way, and hopefully this will kind of put it all together for you too. Right off the bat, let's talk about these models and the price. So both of them are going to be using mobile GPUs. These are laptop GPUs that are basically crammed inside of this dock. And the first thing to get out of the way is that this premium experience is going to be expensive. And I don't think it's for everybody. It's going to be $1,300 for the 5070 Ti, and then a whopping $2,500 for the 5090 version of the exact same thing. We're going to talk a lot about this price point and what it means later in this video, but for now, just to give you some context, to get a 5070 Ti laptop, it's going to cost you about $2,000 and change depending on which model you get. So you're really looking at something that is pretty close to the price of a full-on laptop that has a CPU, a screen, a keyboard, and everything else. Along those same lines, it'll cost you around $4,000 for a 5090 laptop right now. Again, compared to $2,500, that is quite a bit cheaper, but you're getting a lot of stuff with a 5090 laptop, including just a computer itself. At the end of the day, the XG Mobile is an accessory. But then also a mini PC. So now there are also other solutions that are either coming soon or out.
Dang, he went flying. Not need more backup. Oh god.
Already, being that something like a handheld, which I think is probably accurate. At the end of the day, the XG Mobile is an accessory. It's an eGPU that you would use in conjunction with a full-fledged computer, being that something like a handheld, which I think is probably the ideal use case, but then also a mini PC or a laptop and so on. Now, there are also other solutions that are either coming soon or out already. For example, Gigabyte at CES just a couple weeks ago was showing off 2 different eGPU solutions that they're working on too. This smaller one has a 5070 Ti inside of it, very similar to the XG Mobile that we're looking at here today. I can't find any news or details about this thing on the internet. I have no idea what it's going to cost, but it does look like Gigabyte is working on something very similar. They're also working on a more upgraded version. This one has a desktop 5090 inside of it, so it's a much bigger box. There is a website up for this one already. It's called the RTX 5090 AI box. Now, this one I expect will be very expensive. After all, the 5090 alone is super expensive. Then you've got the box and the power supply and everything else. So this will probably be a very high-end setup right here, and not really the same thing as the XG Mobile. Razer also recently launched the version 2 of their Core X. This is an external GPU enclosure, again for a desktop GPU. This one costs $350, and that's before adding your own power supply and of course your GPU as well. I've got the version 1 of this thing and I'll show it off later, but this thing is massive. It is huge. It's almost the size of a full-on computer. And that's probably the major thing that separates the XG Mobile from the others right now, is that it's much smaller. Of course, it's got that laptop GPU inside of it, but it's tiny. It's only about 2 pounds altogether, and its 330 watt power supply is actually internal. All you need is a power cable and then the Thunderbolt 5 cable to connect it to the device. And so at this point, you've probably got a good general idea of what the XG Mobile is. It's an external GPU that you can plug into various types of computers to boost its performance. And so now let's jump into the nitty-gritty and talk about all the different ports and performance and power and everything else that you can expect from it. Now, my first impression with this thing is that it's a relatively clean overall look, especially coming from Asus, who always likes to make things look very gamery. And so I do actually appreciate how clean this thing looks altogether. There are a couple little things, like obviously the ROG logo here, which does light up for RGB, but you can change that in the settings if you would like. And then it also has this transparent look, so you can actually see a little bit of the high technology underneath. I've tested a lot of eGPUs in the past, and one of my biggest annoyances about these things is that often they have I/O all over the place. And so what happens is once you have them fully plugged up, it kind of looks like a spider web where you have cables coming out of every little direction. And thankfully on the XG Mobile, they only have them in one specific space. So let's go through each of these ports. We'll start with the far left. So this is obviously the power connector. And like I mentioned already, the power supply is actually built into this. So
Alright, I just had like a brain fart. Looking for grid takedown and then the mystery cargo. I might do this.
Assault that objective.
Guys are doing the contracts the whole damn game, bro. God damn.
There's a shipping container nearby.
Oh, I have a. I don't even remember picking one up.
Bring down the
The
dog.
robot.
Throwing a bit.
Oh, the dog.
I'm hit. Under fire.
This shit spawn back yet? I'm so annoyed this guy's still doing that shit. I guess the backside's the weak one. I might have to come into another game and do this. Oh, here it is.
Waypoint
I
set.
can at least finish that.
Visual on hostile.
Approaching pacifier.
Behind him.
all you really need is just the power cable itself. It
My
just
God.
uses a standard plug, which I think is great in terms of replacing it, but I also really like the cable they've included with it. It is 6 feet long. You often will not see that with computers or accessories that use this cable. And so I think this is just one of the many little touches that I found with the XG Mobile that I really like. The longer cable lets me put this thing basically anywhere I
There's
want
a closed
in
shipping
relation
container
to where
nearby.
I
Get
want
to it before they do.
Given the fact that this thing will get a little bit loud as it powers up, it's nice to have it away from my ears. I'm going to change things up and go all the way to this side and talk about this Thunderbolt 5 port right here, which is still relatively rare even in 2026. This is a super high-speed port. This is the port you're going to use to plug into your device, and it's going to provide up to 140 watts of power to the device as you're plugging it in. Using a single cable solution for
Step it up. Skills on you.
and then also do all that. 120 gigabits of throughput. Another unique thing about this device is that they this thing is 3 feet long as well. 6 feet or less. Again, it's just another little thing that makes this more important in a solution than others that I've seen in the past. The next port is also Thunderbolt 5.
I was really looking at that.
Plug this into accessories, a monitor, something like that. We've also got 2 different video ports. One and then HDMI 2.1 as well. I've mostly used HDMI in all of my testing. Below that, we've got 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports for accessories. I mostly use this for like a gaming controller or a keyboard and mouse, stuff like that. And then finally, we've got our Ethernet adapter, which is 5 gigabit per second. Again, one of the highest specs you can find today. Moving over to the top side, we've got an additional SD card slot. This was also in the original XG Mobile. This one is UHS 2. It gets 312 megabytes per second. Now, when putting in the card, it only goes this far in, and this kind of annoys me. It's the way it was with the first XG Mobile 2. I guess it's so that you can see it and pull it out if you need to, if you're going to be taking this portably or something, but I don't know. I kind of wish it was more flush, especially on a clean aesthetic like this. I also think it might be time to move on from an SD card slot and go towards a micro SD card. You can use an adapter like this. That'll work just fine for additional storage if you wanted to put specific games on this or have, other storage if you're going to be using this for work. But I would like the idea of having a micro SD card inside just because those tend to have a higher capacity and are a lot cheaper compared to the standard SD cards nowadays. I think an even better solution would be an NVMe slot, so you could put an M.2 storage device in here as well. That would allow you to expand the storage without having to have something external like this. Obviously, it would probably make the device a little bit bigger and thicker, but I'm definitely okay with that. Like I mentioned already, this thing is almost comically small, so the idea of making it just maybe a half-inch bigger on one side to allow to have an NVMe slot would be awesome for me. In fact, they reduced the size of this new model by about 20% in making it compared to the old XG Mobile, so they definitely were thinking about keeping it at a smaller size, but I don't know, part of me thinks that if they had kept it at the normal size, which was just fine already, but then added additional functionality to it, that would have been great too. Also on the top, we've got our fan intake, both here and on the back. So the air is going to come in right here, go through a cooling chamber and fan, and then it's going to have an exhaust here on the opposite side. So this is where all the hot air comes out. On the bottom, we don't have a lot going on here other than a couple little rubber feet. And then we've got our kickstand right here in the back. And this has been redone as well. It's now just a straight line. The previous one was at an angle, and this was something that I also found.
I'm not getting drift.
In fact, here's a look at the previous model. This is a RTX 4090 eGPU. This was actually sent over to me by a viewer who ended up upgrading to something else, and they were like, I don't really have a use for this thing anymore, and they just send it to me to show off in testing and everything else. And so big thank you to the person that sent that over. I've been using it for the past 6 months or so in a lot of testing. The I/O setup is pretty similar to what we saw previously, and this also has an internal power supply. The big difference here is going to be that it has its own proprietary cable. So this right here connected to the Asus ROG Ally and one other laptop or tablet that they used to have. And that's basically it. So it was very limited in what you could actually use it for, but I loved it for what it did. But like I was saying earlier, the kickstand on this was kind of annoying. It would only go diagonally like that. And so anytime you put it down, it would never be at a flat angle. It always just kind of be at this weird angle. It looked very gamery to me. I never really liked it that much. In fact, while I used this thing as my primary PC, I used this thing. So I would put the XG Mobile in this and have it upright, and then I would slot my ROG Ally in it like this. And so this was kind of my small gaming setup right here. I didn't really feel like I needed to do that with the new XG Mobile just because it's a little bit more balanced. And so given how symmetrical this thing is in general and how nice the kickstand was overall, this is how I used it over the past month or so. I would just kind of prop it up like this, use my Thunderbolt cable to connect that to my handheld PC. And so in general, I just find the overall user experience a lot cleaner looking, but also very much so more functional because it's not a proprietary cable anymore. And the old XG Mobile also was kind of a pain in the butt to actually get set up. Every time I wanted to use it, I had to flip the switch on the cable itself, then go into the software and actually turn it on too. And this process would take about a minute altogether, and I had to go through it again every time I wanted to unplug it. I had to fully eject it as well. This new Thunderbolt 5 port is so simple. It is hot swappable, so you can plug this in either when the computer is on or off. It's going to pick up on it, and everything just kind of falls together. From a software standpoint, it's super simple as well. Essentially, it'll just give you a notification, say, hey, we noticed that you plugged this thing in, and if you already have like Armoury Crate installed, for example, if you're using it with like the Xbox Ally or any other Asus device, it's just going to start to download and install the drivers right there. If you're using something that's not an Asus device, it'll give you a notification in the Windows updates to download the drivers from there as well. So a very simple experience in general. There might be like 5 minutes of faffing around just when you first get it to make sure that the drivers are installed, but after that everything works really fine and it updates on its own. And so in general, my major takeaway here from the overall design and just how this thing feels is that it's a huge upgrade in general from the previous product. Even the box that it comes in is really tiny and thoughtfully created. It really feels like a nice experience as I'm unboxing it. I've really enjoyed the overall portability experience of it, taking this back and forth between the house and the studio. In fact, this thing is quite a bit smaller than the Xbox Ally itself when I put it in a case, and this is the smallest case I've been able to find for this machine in the first place. So as you can imagine, throwing both of these in the backpack has been a super simple and fun experience. Now, one of the major concerns I had about the small size of this device was going to be the heat. Usually when you have something so compact, it tends to get hot and loud. I did a couple tests just to see what the sound is like in terms of the fan noise as well as the heat. And so here, just at idle, I can feel that there's a little bit of heat coming out of the eGPU, but not much. I have to really put my fingers right against it. And in general, in terms of noise, I've got a pretty noisy studio in general. I've got this huge window on one side. And so I get usually around 41 decibels of overall noise just here at idle. When pushing it to the max, like in a GPU benchmark, it is going to get pretty high, usually around 55, 56 decibels altogether. So a pretty big bump overall in terms of noise, but I don't think it sounds that bad. It sounds pretty similar to a laptop. Let me give you an idea right here. And sorry that it's a little bit out of focus. So for me, it's not that big of a deal. It sounds a little bit louder than a handheld PC, but not quite as loud as a laptop. And one of the nice things is that because this has a 6-foot cable to it, you may not have to have it very close to you as you're playing anyway. In terms of temperatures, I tried a variety of different testing over the course of a month. And, I live in a higher temperature environment as well. But the hottest temperatures that I ever saw for it were around 84, 85 degrees with the 5090 mobile eGPU. And then about 80 degrees Celsius for the 5070 Ti, and I think both of those are pretty good. I generally get nervous with a mini PC or something small like this when it gets above 90 degrees Celsius. That's when I start getting a little bit worried. But the other nice thing about this too is that because all the heat is going through this external GPU, the computer itself is not getting super hot. In fact, when pushing it to the max like this, the temperature was around 47 degrees on the handheld itself as opposed to the external GPU. So long story short, when it comes to cooling, I think it gets the job done. It does run a little bit hot, but not anything that I would consider to be concerning. And it does get quite a bit loud, but not to the point where I ever found it distracting over this past month. Okay, because I spent so much time testing this thing, I spent a lot of time thinking about how I was going to make this video, and I ended up coming up with a bunch of different topics and things that I wanted to talk about, and so I've organized the rest of the video like that. So we're going to start with testing first, and we're going to preface all of this by talking about bandwidth and how that really matters when it comes to using an external. Okay, the next big topic that came to mind over my month of testing was that I think the XG Mobile only really makes sense if you're using it with handheld specifically. It's a very niche use case. A lot of it comes down to price and whether or not the XG Mobile fills any gaps with any of these particular form factors like a laptop or a mini PC. As a reminder, the XG Mobile 5070 Ti is about $1,300 for this external GPU. If you're looking for the best bang for your buck, it's always going to be to build or buy your own tower PC. For example, after just 2 minutes of research on Best Buy, I found this one right here for $1,500, which is pretty close to the $1,300 for the XG Mobile, but this is a full-on computer with a CPU, a GPU, and fans and everything else. It's got a desktop RTX 5070, which I think is pretty darn close to the 5070 Ti Mobile, and so yeah, in general, this is going to give you more bang for your buck if you're just looking to get the most PC gaming that you can for your money. Along those same lines, I don't think it makes sense to buy a mini PC and the XG Mobile at the same time, because these two combined will probably be more expensive than buying a desktop. Unless you're really short on space and you want to have an external GPU solution, this one doesn't make a lot of sense to me either. I think the only mini PC setup that would make sense to me is if you have an older mini PC and you're looking to upgrade it and you're not looking to buy a whole new computer, then buying something like an eGPU might make some sense as a stopgap between the two. Along those same lines, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to use a laptop with an eGPU solution as well, just because the price of a laptop with that specific GPU already inside of it is not that far off from the XG Mobile alone. So in the case of the 5070 Ti, which costs $1,300 retail, you can find some laptops that are of a very similar price point, but have a screen and keyboard and CPU and everything else. And so this would probably be a better solution. Again, like with the mini PCs, if you've got an older laptop and you're looking to potentially upgrade that experience without buying a new laptop, then it starts to make sense. But I think buying a laptop and an XG Mobile at the same time doesn't to me, just because you can already get them with the same laptop GPU inside. In the end, the form factor that makes the most sense to me is going to be a handheld PC. These generally have lower powered GPUs inside of them, so they benefit a lot from having an XG Mobile where it boosts these GPU performance, because most of these CPUs are plenty powerful on their own. It's the GPU that's the bottleneck. In addition, this will be a single cable solution, so it just feels really nice to be able to plug this in and then immediately have it docked to be able to play on a larger monitor at your desk. So now that we've covered the two major existential questions, which is, the bandwidth overall with these various types of connections and how the XG Mobile fares compared to the rest of them, and then also whether or not you should be using this thing with any other form factor than a handheld, now we can actually start talking about the performance jump that you will see if you're using a handheld PC and then plugging this into the XG Mobile and then performing from there. So for all my testing, I'm going to use the Xbox Ally X, which was the main way that I used the XG Mobile over the past month or so. So this is what it looks like on its own without anything connected to it. This is the 3D Mark Time
First one's down.
With its 3892. And this is a respectable score for a handheld PC. It's got the Zen 2 Extreme inside of it, which is a really powerful CPU. It's basically one of the best that you can get outside of the Strix Halo, and 3892 is an excellent score overall when it comes to this particular test. Now, plugging it into the RTX 5070 Ti version of the XG Mobile, the score goes up quite a bit. We're looking at over 3 times an improvement in score to 12,291. So that is a huge performance jump from the 3892 that we had got previously. And so from a GPU perspective, this is a huge jump in terms of performance, and we'll see that in a practical use case when we start playing some games. Not to be outdone, the 5090 also is a big improvement and a little bit better than the 5070 Ti, but not as significant as you may think based on the price difference between the two. We've got a whole section talking about that later. So now let's move on to actual practical use case, both in benchmarks as well as actual gameplay. We'll start with Returnal here. So with the Xbox Ally X, the most that I would ever play this game at is 1080p low settings using the Zen 2 Extreme iGPU. And this is a very GPU intensive game, and you can see that on average we got 52 frames per second when running a benchmark here, and this is at 1080p low settings. Moving up from there, when you connect the XG Mobile, you can push the performance quite a bit further. So for example here, running the same benchmark but at 4K and medium settings, which is the settings that I use to actually play this game, you can see that I'm getting an average of 63 frames per second. So not only are we getting above 60 frames per second, but I've also quadrupled the overall graphical throughput by pushing it to 4K from 1080p. Now plugging in the 5090 XG Mobile, we see a modest improvement from 63 frames per second over to 67 frames per second when moving between these two GPUs. Again, not what I would really expect when talking about the $1,200 price difference between the two, but yes, you're going to get 4 frames per second better with the exact same settings. In the next section, we'll talk about why there's only a modest improvement between the two, but spoiler alert, it mostly has to do with bandwidth with the 5090. Regardless, you're going to see a massive improvement from playing this with its own integrated graphics on the Xbox Ally X and then using the XG Mobile. So here with the Xbox Ally X, 1080p low settings with XeSS quality turned on, I get an average of about 50 frames per second. Some dips here and there, especially in combat, but in general it's a relatively smooth experience, and it's not half bad on a handheld. This is a device that has a variable refresh rate screen, so it's all going to feel very smooth, and it's only a 7-inch screen too, so having it at 1080p is not going to look bad at all. So I think when it comes to the handheld experience, this is about what you would expect when playing a game like Returnal, which is very GPU intensive. Now switching over to the Xbox Ally X, but with the XG Mobile plugged into it, 4K medium settings here, and the average frame rate is around 60 frames per second, maybe a little bit higher. It really depends on whether or not you're in combat. You'll still get a couple dips here and there, but a much better experience. This is what I would consider to be a couch class or even a desktop class experience, being able to play this game at 4K 60. And so again, this is kind of that ideal situation for me. In handheld mode, it's a decent experience, but if I want to have that full-on desktop experience, I can...
Oh, I just realized they changed it. It used to be like different waves. Now it's just one continuous thing. I think that's better than that way. Definitely. Dynamite. They are here. I tear you apart. There's a lot of people in here. Kill the amalgam. I don't have ammo. Hello? I don't care about him. focused on Oscar? That was the mangler I need. Does he count? I don't know. I'm not even focused on Oscar, that's crazy. Get out of my way. Bro, this mimic's annoying.
Don't let me bleed out.
Okay, count it. It's taking forever. I don't think everybody's focused on Oscar though. See why people wanted to do Faulkner.
Call that your freak.
Dang, finally.
Graphic damage optimized.
Where's the T-Rex at?
There's a command center nearby leaking toxin. Find the source and shut it down.
Yeah, T-Rex.
Something out there.
There's a guild command center nearby. Clear it out and kill the commander.
Oh, it's on I work 3:30.
Can you still read me?
Oh god, is anybody coming over here or what? I don't got that much time.
Levels are dropping. Keep going. Nice work. Find the next one.
Some people probably went to the other thing too. Oh, I don't know. I don't see anybody there.
Under fire!
Nice work. Find the next one. Nice work. Find the next one.
Oh, okay.
Decoy running!
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Is this thing in the first floor? Oh yeah.
Nice work. Find the next one.
What the? What's the next one here? Oh, okay. They finished that one?
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Under fire!
I don't even know if I picked that up. I didn't. think one more.
Incoming shot!
Toxin levels are dropping. Keep going. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
That's it.
No, I'm losing signal. Fucking shoot it!
What the hell? He did? Yeah, we gotta lock in. He's gonna like survive. Oh, I just died.
I haven't heard worse.
We're not doing any damage, bro. What's going on? Are they like shooting at it? Need ammo. Or plates, I mean. We're not even halfway yet, bro. Not good. I'm not hoping I'm missing the rockets too. I got out. There's no way we don't get this. Like, nobody's over here. What are these guys doing? Why is this taking forever? They're not paying attention to it. Oh my god, bro. We're not gonna get this. There's only like 2 of us here. Yeah, we're gonna fail this shit, bro. It shouldn't be taking as long. Even Austria took forever. But they're shooting at the zombies, bro. Shoot the T-Rex, like. Oh, lordy. Hey, why are these guys all the way back here, bro? Unless they're like low level, I guess. He's about halfway. We only got 2-3 minutes, bro. We're not gonna get this. I don't know what they're doing. Getting ready to work too. Bro, we're really gonna fail this shit, like. What a waste of time. Shit. Dude, nobody's paying attention to it, bro. Yeah, we failed it, bro. There's no way. We have less than a minute. It's crazy. I don't know how we failed this shit. That sucks.
That can't be good. Toxic gases in the
How the
area.
hell did we fail that shit, bro?
Override the quad Cecilia. I'll watch your vitals.
That's crazy. I'm gonna exfil.
Assault that objective.
Must be in a bot lobby or something.
Exfil's on the way. Hang tight and keep the LZ clear. VTOL needs a clear LZ to touch down. VTOL can't land with whatever the hell's down there. VTOL touching down. Move it or lose it. Let's get you the hell out of there.
Did I even do this one? Rim, Mason, Anderson, override. I think I did this. Yeah, it did. I have a nightmare skill for him. Yeah, it did.
Legacy means nothing if it dies with you.
I'm almost able to prestige him. Alright, I'm about to get off. I gotta get ready for work. I'll be on tomorrow.